Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. I'm here with a dream. In this dream, I'm on a vacation with some family members. While I'm there, I meet a guy, and this guy asked me on a date. Okay, on the way, it's like a restaurant, like a thing of restaurants across from the hotel. So we headed to the restaurants. On the way out to the restaurants, I run into by ex's parents, okay? And they began making fun of me and laughing, okay? And being like kids, okay? Like they're five, okay? And then we go to the restaurant. Oddly enough, okay, this man asked me to push him in a wheelchair, okay, which I found odd because you know what I'm saying. I'm the kind of person if we walking for an hour or so, I'm gonna need to be pushed in the wheelchair. Anyways, as we get there, he's basically pushing himself, which I peeped. Okay, I peeped that he asked me to push him in his wheelchair as if he couldn't push himself. Okay, I really need to be in the wheelchair. Then we halfway there, and he started rolling himself like he excited. We about to be at the restaurant. Anywho, when we get there, they say that they're working on our table, and it turns out that his family are there, and like his family's there, and they are like, as they are joking, it's like they're making fun of him. They like, and like yeah, they picking on him, long story short. But instead of him taking heed to the fact that they picking on him, he's laughing. Okay, and I'm just standing there watching, and how do you say it, like just kind of listening and peeping everything that's going, because this is a first date and this is a lot. Okay, so in the next part of this dream, he goes into a room full of men, and they start doing like sexual endeavors in there. And I see on accident, like I think I went to the restroom or something. I see what he's doing, and I go outside and start throwing up. And as I'm throwing up, it's like I threw up so much that uh I'm throwing up food and like it's all kind of stuff. And a throw up, it's like a note was there, and it says, "Congratulations, hope it works out." Um, And as I'm looking at the note, a little girl walks by, picks up some popcorn out of my vomit and eats it, which makes me throw up some more. I go inside, and the waiter tells me my table is ready. And when I get to this table, and I'm just about ready to cancel the dates, I really I really wasn't even trying to go and sit at the table with this man. Not all. It's like, first of all, to get to the table, there are stairs. So not only did this man con me into pushing him when he could push himself, but he didn't even need the chair. He could have walked over there. If I could walk over there, he could walk over there. Because he jumped up the stairs to get at this table, whereas I was having a hard time getting up there. Um, and the table that we had is right next to my ex's table with his parents and his new girlfriend who looks like she's underage. Um, and then at our table, there are a bunch of people who are bum rushing our date. And it's like I'm watching my date eat these extremely huge spicy chicken wings, and I'm like getting ready to leave. I'm like, you know what? I see y'all got a lot going. I'm finna go. And once I try to leave, it's like he slices my arm. He rubs some of the spicy sauce on my arm and kind of holds me there to prevent me from not only wiping this off, but from leaving. Oh Lord. And I had that dream about a week ago, but I didn't want to relive it. Oh my Lord. The scripture comes from Jeremiah 48:20. Moab is disgraced, for she is shattered. Wail and cry out. Announced by Aaron that Moab is destroyed. Judgment has come to the plateau. Saholin, Jaza, Mespah, To all these sounds of Moab, far and near, Moab's horn is cut off, her arm is broken. Okay, so here's the message. First of all, I feel like this is for somebody. Don't be so quick to jump into a relationship. Don't be so quick to say yes to a date. Don't be so quick to give somebody your time. Don't be so quick to none of these things. Get to know somebody first. It don't matter what the situation. Even in this kind of situation right here, it don't even make sense for me to be going on a date with nobody anyway, because it's this person from this place that I'm visiting. When are we going to see each other? How would that work out? If they not, are they from where I'm from? If they not, how is that going to work out? If they are, then we could go on a date when we get back home. I just feel like this is a situation we, settled and all that. This is a situation where God is saying he does not want you doing this. He does not want you like just on a whim, just doing stuff and going like, first of all, the world is too dangerous. You don't know what's going on. Second of all, you don't know who has been planted. I'm being reminded of this message that God sent me like a year ago about somebody ex sending their friend to come and break this woman's heart. So I just feel like God is saying, and just like the fact that they were in the dream and then they were in this in the booth next to us, like even if you was on good terms, would you really want to be in the same exact restaurant sitting right next to, like, really? No, why? That's awkward and weird. Okay. It's weird and it's awkward and it's strange. Anyways, I just feel like God is saying, even when I'm looking at the fact that my ex, it seemed like he was with an underage girl. It's like, this is premature. This is too early. This is too soon. It's too soon. It's too soon to go on a date with somebody, especially when we are living in this world where there are people that are dating people and they taking them up out of here, or kidnapping them, and all kind of crazy stuff is going on. You don't need to be going on no date with somebody you don't know. Especially in this kind of manner where I'm basically pushing him in a wheelchair over there. I don't have no car to get up and go. I don't have no plan if this person turned out to be crazy. Like it's kind of like I low key in this dream, when I went outside to throw up, I should have kept going and went back to the hotel. There's no reason that I should have went back in there. And I just feel like I didn't know who he was. I didn't know what he was about. And seeing that, like, in reality, the way a lot of these men are that be having that going on the DL, you wouldn't even find that out until a year in. So here's what God is saying. Be careful. Don't be in a rush. If you are rushing to get into a relationship and you rushing so bad to go on a date and you rushing so bad to find your person, you may very well find yourself in a situation where you are under God's wrath and judgment because he didn't say yes to that. He didn't tell you to do that. He didn't tell you to date with this person. It don't matter who telling you it's a good idea. Your whole family could be, throwing up signs and banners and everybody could be jumping up and clapping. That don't mean that you're supposed to just go all in. And it don't mean that you have to reject them completely. You could get a number, text them on a phone, chit chat with them from time to time until you feel safe, until you feel as though you know them well enough that you could go on a date with them. Don't just jump into going somewhere with somebody that you don't know, because you could very well find yourself in a trap. Just like this person cutting meat and putting spices, like that hurts. Okay, it does not feel good to put, like, if the spice is spicy on your tongue, what you think it's gonna feel like if somebody cuts you and then touch you with it? Like, baby, God say, as somebody that, I love me some Cajun spicy food. I want the extra, 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 extra hot crawfish. Okay, you got a cut on your finger and you trying to eat something that's extra, extra, extra hot. It hurt. It don't feel good. You better have a Band-Aid on or some gloves on or something before you start peeling and squeezing, because baby, you gonna be in pain. Okay, and eating something that's gonna taste, it tastes wonderful, but it's gonna hurt. The cut is gonna hurt. But anywho, I just felt like God is saying, be careful and ease into it. Okay, ease into it. Don't go and be with somebody that's gonna have you feeling sick and woozy and feel like you gotta throw up. And this person possibly abusive. Okay, because when I was throwing up, I think there was a, well, you know what? That probably wasn't. I'm like thinking that it was a tooth. I typed tooth, but then the little girl came and ate some popcorn, so it's probably popcorn. But that could be a sign that this person is abusive. Definitely them cutting me and putting a spicy stuff. This is somebody that is abusive. This could very well be somebody that was planted to interact with you on purpose. It could be a situation where somebody is trying to pull you back, hold you stagnant. It could be a situation where somebody wants you to end up heartbroken. It could be a situation when somebody wants you to end up hurt. Somebody wants to see you in a bad relationship. Ain't no telling who it is. Like I said, it was a lot of people in this dream. It was a lot of stuff going on. But I just feel like even with that, God is saying, even if someone was to do that, how would you know? Especially if you just jump into it versus if you decide to take the relationship slow. Okay, because I have found a way of figuring out if somebody is being fake with me. If I tell them a secret and I know I just told them, I ain't tell nobody else, and all of a sudden other people know what I told them, that lets me know they not real. I can't rock with you. Okay, you fake. And I see it now. Okay, because you telling my business. I ain't tell you to tell nobody that. And I just feel like it's just like God is saying these are things that take time. It's going to take time for you to peep stuff like that. It's going to take time for somebody, for you to even feel comfortable enough to talk to this person. And it's for sure going to take time, because it's not a situation where as somebody is just all of a sudden they're going to come back a day later, or even a few hours, a few minutes later, and they know your secret and they going to throw that in your face. It may take some time for that to come out. And because of this, don't just jump into it. Don't just jump into it. And don't think to yourself, don't think about it as in, oh, if I take my time and I don't rush into it, then I'm not going to have time for this. I'm not going to have time for that. Imagine if you just jump into it and you waste months, years in this relationship. Now you have wasted time. So like either way, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be either way. Either you going to waste time being with this part, or you waste time not being, like, it's better to figure out who you dealing with first before you just jump into a relationship. Woo. That's the message. Okay. I just felt a big stretch. Okay, I think that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Okay, I had a big stretch after that. But that's the message, y'all. God said, don't rush into no relationship. Don't rush to go take on a date. Don't be rushing and in a hurry to do these things. I just feel like for some people, like if you are single, go ahead and get the experience of taking yourself on a date. Get the experience of having fun, taking yourself out to have fun, taking yourself out to do things. You don't have to just have somebody with you in order to feel special. And that's just real. Like, build up your own self-confidence to the fact that if somebody is acting funny, acting weird, and you peeping certain things about them, you just chunk them to deuce and you walking away. It's not a situation where you like, well, I don't know if I'm going to find somebody else. I don't know if this, I don't know if that. Don't do that. Because you may find yourself in a position where you are in the midst of judgment and wrath, and who have time for that? Anywho, that's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.